Thanks for stopping by ProTechCoach. Today we're going to review the Chrome extensions, usage tips, how to use it, how to install extensions, and some security tips because add-on and extension security has been in the news this week, so I thought it might be timely to talk about extensions a little bit more in depth and who you should trust and who you shouldn't and how you make those determinations. So without further ado, let's get going. We've got the Chrome browser here. In the upper right corner, you've got the menu selection. You can always get to extensions by going to Menu, Tools, and Extensions. And it will open a page to extensions. An even shorter way to get to it is if you've got extensions installed, as I do up here with these icons. You can see I've got LastPass, Evernote Clearly, Bitly, Google Plus extension, AdBlock Plus, as well as PicMonkey and Chromecast. You can right click on any of the extensions you have installed and then choose Manage, and that will take you to the same page as going through the menu to get to your extensions. You can see what I have installed because those icons here on the left hand side are very bright versus these gray icons here for the disabled extensions. And you can always enable them or disable them by using the checkbox. It means that they stay installed, but they're not running if you disable them. And of course, if you don't want them at all, you can always click on the trash icon and remove them entirely from your browser. Who do you trust? Well, it's always good to review a couple of things before you install an extension. And if you've already got some installed, a quick way to see what they're up to is to review the permissions of your installed extensions, and you just simply click on the permissions link, and it'll come up and tell you, well, what does this extension, what is it doing? Well, it is accessing all your data on all websites. It's accessing your tabs and browsing activity, and that sounds extremely scary, and I completely understand if that gives you the willies, but if you think about it, AdBlock Plus has got to be able to read your web pages for it to be able to determine what parts of those pages are ads and then remove them so that your browsing experience is more pleasant. Again, this comes down to who do you trust, and at the end of the day, per my security basics, you've got to trust somebody if you want to get some utility out of things. First of all, you're trusting whoever built your browser. Now you're going to trust extensions or add-ons that you're going to put into your browser, and that's why I recommend that you stay with well-known brand names that have a great reputation, that have been around for a while, have proven themselves to be trustworthy, and not just go install any old extensions willy-nilly just because it promises you all kinds of wonderment in your browsing experience. The installation and acquisition of extensions is also very straightforward. You can simply open a new tab in Google, do a search on Google extensions within Chrome, and you'll be able to find the link very easily. But since you're on the extension page, you can just scroll to the bottom and see Get More Extensions. Alright, this brings you to extensions, and you can scroll down through this list and find all kinds of extensions. In this case, let's look for an Evernote extension. I had this installed before. I'm going to see what I can do to get it back. And it's pretty simple. It brings up, having done a search on the Evernote Web Clipper, you can see that there's an app that's different than extensions. Let's look at the extensions down here, and you can see I've got the Evernote Web Clipper. You click on that and it will open a page of details about the extension, and I always recommend that you definitely review this page before you go ahead and install it. Why is that? Well, just because it says Evernote Web Clipper is not a guarantee. Just if it has Evernote in the title, it's not a guarantee it came from Evernote, and I don't want to install an extension that accesses Evernote that's from somebody that I don't know. I trust Evernote to have built a proper extension to do the things that I expect it to do for me within my Evernote world, and I recommend that you stick with that general practice as you are installing extensions as well. Another good example is that there are a lot of Amazon named extensions, but they are not all from Amazon.com, and I would not recommend installing an Amazon extension that you may be granting access to your Amazon browsing experience and shopping experience and who knows what else to anybody but Amazon themselves. This 3.36 million users, that's also a pretty good indicator that other people are trusting it. You can go and check their reviews. You can look at more details if you really want to dig down and see more about what it's about and how it works and what it's doing. And at that point, once you feel like, yes, this is something I want to install, well, you come over here to where it says the big plus sign and the cost. In this case, it's free. It comes up and says, hey, this is what Evernet wants to do. It's going to access your data on all websites, access your tabs and browsing activity. Again, that sounds particularly scary, but given the fact that Clipper is intended to capture screens, to clip web pages for you and to assist you in that, it needs access to the data on all your websites. So as scary as it sounds, it is reasonable that they need to do that. And again, because I've decided I trust Evernote, I'm going to go ahead and let it install. You look down here in the lower left corner, you can see the installation progress. It says it's added to Chrome, and in this case I got a nice little Evernote icon up here, and it brought me to a page to help me set up Web Clipper to get started. I can uninstall this quite easily, again, by going to Manage, come back to Evernote Web Clipper and say, you know what, I don't really want to use this right now, so let's go ahead and disable it. And it's disabled and you're ready to go. Anyway, just a short video on extensions, how to think about them, how to proceed before you install them, how to review permissions and look through what you do have installed. If you don't know or recognize an extension that is in your list, I recommend that at the least you disable it for a while, go back to surfing, and if some critical element of your browsing activity and behavior and or viewing of your pages has changed and you realize, oh right, that add-on was doing X, Y, or Z for me, I want that back, well, you can come back into your extension management page and re-enable it. But if you disable it and go back to browsing for a while and don't miss anything, then I'd go ahead and delete it, remove it from your extensions entirely. And again, that's simple. Click remove, confirm remove, it's gone. Anyway, I hope that helps. Thanks for stopping by ProTechCoach, and here's to secure, safe surfing with extensions and add-ons.